I just need to
I don't-
connect my headset. So
I
please
don't know if Ishmael is here. Like, he's in the call, but I don't think he's here.
He did say that he was gonna be AFKing for a second. I don't know how long a second is.
1 second has passed. 2 seconds has passed.
Yeah, but
3
you know.
seconds has passed. 4
Yeah.
seconds has passed.
Okay. The joke is
5
done.
seconds has passed.
I will kick you if you don't shut up.
This joke has passed.
6
Where
minutes has
is?
passed.
I'm not
Um,
joking. I will
It
kick
stopped.
you if you don't shut up.
It's
You're gonna
it
kick
stopped
me
being.
from the call or kick me from the server?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
It
it will be a
stopped being
surprise.
funny. It stopped being funny after 3.
Bluetooth. There you
all right,
go.
I have to figure out how to take out my fucking horns because I can't do a horn attack right now. Because my horn is inside.
I could sew it back. I was gonna sew it back into you and do cure wounds.
It's a bone. You can't sew it.
Yes, you can. Ribs grow back.
Is this how you fix broken arms? You sew them back together?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
That's how it is now.
I mean, it's magic, so magic is magic.
Technically, you need lesser restoration, but yeah.
Shush, 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 shush.
I'm actually waiting on Ishmael. to
Mr.
see
Rue
what-
Lawyer? No.
All right.
I'll make
Well,
a medicine check.
Screw the headphones for now.
It's fucking not a broken arm. It's not gonna set in place.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
give
set
it
it.
now
That's why you got a medicine
minutes.
check. Set it in place and a little bit of magic and bada bing, bada boom, fixed.
It's not a restoration. Let me actually check to see if it's lesser or higher restoration. Motherfucker.
Medicine checks can do everything
No, they can't.
with enough talent and ingenuity and creativity. So, how's the weather?
I just got done screaming the lyrics to like some Panic at the Disco song while I was doing my dishes that I have not yet finished, but I'm out of hot water, so like I can't finish them until that's back.
Crawling in my sins.
That is the
Wounds will never
wrong
heal.
band, and I will personally kill you.
Hmm.
I don't
I'm trying to
remember
find the higher level of restoration. Is it just called restoration?
I think the only band that I listen
Pretty sure
to
it's
is called
called-
Rubber.
Pretty sure it's called Greater Restoration.
Greater. I was looking for major restoration for some reason.
Major? What?
I don't know why.
You gonna next look for the Lieutenant of Restoration in the private?
Sergeant?
Sergeant Restoration, how you doing?
Oh God. Where the
Star
fuck?
Restoration reporting in, sir.
Captain Registration?
Registration? For what?
Yeah,
Registration for your
restoration.
restoration, sir.
Yeah, that.
General
God.
Restoration, how are you? Excellent, private. But no, Landon, the only band that I listen to is called Rubber.
Ah.
Yep.
I listen to a few bands.
All right. Well, Ishmael ain't here.
They're a rubber band.
Hi, I'll be here in a second.
Oh,
Okay, you are here.
okay. Well, as long as
Yes,
you can
I'm
hear.
actively listening.
Oh, all right then. Well, we're gonna go ahead and start. The last time on our session.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
No, I'm not making the joke again.
Last
bad.
time on D&D shit.
You mean Dungeons and Douchebags?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Dumbasses and douchebag.
No, Dungeons and Douchebags.
Now then, you delved deep into the caverns, and unfortunately had a wonderful run-in with that pool, trying to figure out what it actually did / cross it. Nina had informed you that she was attempting to try and find a way to cure Vivian. Meanwhile, you were fighting a bunch of sirens. Vivian had managed to wake up from her trance and royally screwed Ishmael, which I'm very surprised he survived from. But before she could manage to finish you off, Nina had performed some kind of incantation with a interesting-looking diary within the tree, and you'd end up here. It's now daylight. It is bright, shining. The waves are crashing on the surface of the beach. There is no boat to be seen, interestingly enough. And the town appears lively and unassuming. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration with a medicine check to fix Deimos' horn.
Ooh, thank you. Because it
Getting my
broke
sheet up
off.
now. Hold up.
A 0 harm Minotaur.
Yeah, I need to see, like, before we take a long rest, how many spell slots I can use.
It's a 2nd level spell, so
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so casting it now on Deimos. Yeah, Lesser Restoration. Here it is. Okay. And medicine check. I'm making that now.
thank you. Thank you.
14.
I don't know how to
That's
fix
not
it.
that great.
This is up to you, Laz.
What?
Does
Fixing
my
your horn?
get fixed?
So it's a lesser restoration, and it got torn
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I will say that it's on there. It's not straight. It's kind of hanging off at the moment.
Can I
But-
get help?
Can
Help
I
action?
can I do a medicine check and a cure wounds on him to like kind of seal it up?
The thing is, a bolt. Wait, who just left and came back?
Switching devices.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Gotcha,
okay.
gotcha. So a bull's horn, like a lot of other horns, is basically just hardened hair. So, I mean, you could attempt to, but there's not really anything to repair.
So, real quick, just to make sure, I was reading a little bit on Lesser Restoration. Can you actually heal wounds with Lesser Restoration?
No.
Because it says
So,
that you
here's
can
the
only cure
problem.
disease and conditions.
Here's the problem. There are no actual spells that heal wounds, technically.
Well, cure wounds.
Cure wounds.
Aside from cure wounds.
No,
yes.
it doesn't. Cure wounds doesn't technically heal like chopped off limbs or stuff
No.
like that.
No,
Regenerate
like that's
okay.
why I'm saying. That's
Hold
why
on.
I'm saying. Like,
There is a spell
Seventh
that actually
level.
does fix this.
Regenerate.
Level spell, regenerate.
Yes. That's the
I don't
only one
think
that
any
really
of us
fixes a
have it.
limb.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
being said, for a horn, I would say that it is fine to try and fix it, but you need the right spell. He's not bleeding. It's not a wound. It's more or less an adornment.
Landon, could I get help, please?
So,
Of course, darling.
I got a
I just
17 in my
Because
medicine.
it's like it is literally part of my future story in case Deimos dies.
I'm
And
going
part
to
of my
still
backstory.
So, what I
I
will
rolled
say
one.
for Ludwig's check is you realize that based on the fact that his horn has snapped off, his skull is fine, it's not damaged, it's just been separated, it's been torn off. So what you would need to do is not find a healer as much as a grafter. You need a seamstress or some kind of stitcher.
Darn it.
That wouldn't.
Okay,
That wouldn't
well,
be
We
hard.
need a
That,
stone worker.
I have a question,
So-
by the way.
Yes.
So, mending. Could you
Mhm.
technically mend or stitch together skin with the spell?
no,
Uh,
mending is
Gross.
for objects.
Yes.
gross, but no.
You can't use it. So, in this case, right, you can't use it for skin. But this is not skin. This is once again hair. So you could actually use it for this.
Mm.
Carrot.
We
It's
had this
keratin.
whole argument last time about mending
Mm-hmm.
It's keratin.
off
It's-
chat.
Okay, well, that was a spell
Yeah, no,
slot wasted,
mending-
but I tried.
I'm
I have-
sorry.
An idea, at least as a temporary solution.
So real quick, before you say that, real quick, just to go on Ludwig's thing, mending is to repair things that break or tear. It's just objects.
That's what I
like
was saying.
cloaks, broken keys,
But I
like
asked
things
the
like
DM.
that.
He said it
Like
was
a teapot.
And I'm saying that it would be a yes because the horn is a type of object.
He's saying it's like a wig, I think, is what he's saying.
If it
It's
if
like
it
a hat.
if it helps, I got a 15 on
It's
my
just-
medicine check with help.
I mean,
Let
I'd still
Bone
give you the
say
same
what
answer.
you
if you'd
wanted
like.
to say.
Oh,
Yes. Your temporary solution, please.
Oh, just if you can't, actually get it properly attached. I have leather workers tools. I could fashion like a little cuff to like strap it on, just to have it on until you could fully attach it.
That sounds interesting.
So, can I use mending though? Because I haven't.
It's not your specialty, but yes, you could use it, and Bone could
It is
make basically a cast around.
It is a
his horn.
cantrip.
So it could work. It could work.
In tandem with each other.
Mhm.
Okay.
after Landon and I step back from trying to ribbon this thing together and not really succeeding.
Yeah, I'll help out Bone with this.
Cool.
So now, after let's say a 10-minute process, Deimos now has what looks like his horn is attached, but it kind of looks like a tattooed, like leather-worked horn. It's got like stitches off the side. You look like stitch work. It's very interesting.
Can I use my disguise kit to make it look like Bone?
I feel like an abomination.
Wait,
You
Oh,
could
it's
attempt.
so
I want
it's
to use.
okay, Deimos. I think it looks
Abomination.
nice.
I want to use my
You
disguise
have to make
kit to
one
help make it
person.
look like Bone.
That's fine.
Is that a?
So you dye.
Yep.
You manage to dye the leather in a way that makes it look the same color as the horn. So it looks like one solid piece, same as the other half, just a little bit chunkier on one side.
Okay.
I just want to say I rolled an insight check on myself,
Mhm.
and I got a 15. So I think I'm realizing that I'm actually quite sad, and just a few tears are running down
Oh,
as he actually realizes that he now has no horns.
you have horns.
I have the bare stub of a horn on one side,
Could
and a horn that's like
you,
being stitched
could
on
you still make a horn
on the
attack
other
if you're
side.
close enough? Technically.
what
to
could I use
Right
to comfort
now-
him?
I will say that he could manage to use a horn attack because
wanna-
it's been relatively fixed.
I want to comfort him. How can I do so?
Eat the food.
Could I just like say, "Oh, Deimos, I think it looks nice." I mean, sure, it's a little different, but I still think it fulfills its same purpose. Also, I think it looks pretty nice on you that way.
It looks great.
I hope so. This is all I can do now.
You
It's
have
an
done
accessory
your
horn.
best.
I try my best.
Yes, you were very
Best.
helpful. Gives him a little hug.
He slowly hugs back.
Oh,
Now, are you just gonna spend the rest of the day on the beach?
No, I want
If
to.
you want to.
Beach episode. Beach episode.
yeah.
I don't know what this is.
What is?
This material we're standing on.
Sand.
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 It feels weird around my hoof.
It's dry.
You were
Or
standing on it
it's
before.
everywhere.
What do you mean?
No,
Then
yeah,
what?
but, like I was running by it, but now we're standing in the sand and like chilling there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess Deimos would probably be kind of sinking in because he's kind of heavy on top of little tiny.
And I
roots.
don't really have feet. I have hooves.
He's just getting
Aw.
shorter.
I wanna like
Yeah.
walk into town, like just like go investigate the town. Why not?
Okay.
See if I can find. I want to go to the bar. Like, near the bar.
Wait, party
Okay.
splitting.
Y'all coming with
I mean,
me or what?
yeah, if you want to go with him or if you want to stay on the beach, it's up to you guys.
Well, I shall be heading up to Nina's bar to see what we can find about the clues of where she might be at. Shall
I have a
you all
feeling-
be accompanying me?
I have a feeling Nina isn't. I have a feeling she doesn't have a bar here.
I also have the feeling that we shouldn't really trust her after what just happened.
Well, who
Yeah,
can
that-
know if
Trust
we
the
don't
town at all.
investigate further?
I'd rather
Um,
stay here in Suntan and maybe.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we woke up, did we wake up fully healed?
No, you are worse for wear. You did not rest.
Okay. I say we camp in the beach and take a long rest first, and then we explore the town. I don't want to get attacked
I'm all for
while
that.
like
It'll be
half the
nightfall.
party is down half their hit points.
Oh, now you want to sleep on the beach, but not in the bedroom.
That's the
Hey,
point.
Mo, shut up.
That's the
I think it'll be a
point.
good idea if we all rest here. I mean, the sand's nice and warm. We could do some sun tanning.
I mean, I kind of want to sleep in a bed today.
Hold hands.
We can just go back to the hotel.
Yes, that too.
Demos, half the party is kind of like,
Yes,
weak.
that is me.
yeah, exactly. I don't want to go into the town and get attacked by some random people.
Yes. I'm very
Well,
drained of my
we-
magic.
I
It
would
would be
feel
nice
more
if-
comfortable inside a building.
May
I get that,
You cannot
but
shoot us from 5 feet away.
May I interject? So,
You may.
as you are all here arguing about whether we should enter the town or not enter the town, and whether we should get to bed or not, how about this? I seem to be the most well-off health-wise. I'll just peruse around the town a bit, and if anything tries to happen, I'll immediately retreat.
we shouldn't separate the party.
I agree. For once.
Absolutely not. Don't. I wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Ludwig, we're not separating the party.
Let's just rest here for now. Come on. It'll
Demos
probably be
can
better that
wait
way.
for a night to get a bed.
Well,
If you say so.
I guess if that
They
is
must
your
not have
choice, then I shall stay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you managed to set up a small encampment on the beach. You wait a few hours. Everything is relatively calm. What sounds, if you are wondering, in the nearby town, people are just having a good time. You can see people walking back and forth a lot more often now than before. And it sounds like they're having some kind of, festival. Nearby, because you are now more situated, you do see that there is a dock that wasn't once there before. It's now associated with the beach, roughly around where the boat was that was Bastion and Marnie's. Now, things have gone a few hours. I'll say about 6 hours. We're in the evening now, about 4 or 5 o'clock. What are you gonna do? And yes, this was a long rest.
All right.
So we finished long rest?
Can we say we took long rest and press the button?
Yes.
All right. I say that we either all go into the town or wait until night when everyone is asleep. Either one or the other.
I
I'm
don't think
hungry.
waiting till nighttime will be a good idea. I think we should go
I'm-
now.
Yeah.
hungry.
Appears they're all
I could
having
use
a
some
joyful
alcohol.
time. Appears they're all having a joyful time. I don't see the harm in it.
Yeah, we should.
We're...
I
Yeah.
think going now. I think going now would be a good idea.
I mean, we left, what's their name? In the town.
Shay.
I think it was Shay.
I thought Shay had I thought she had died.
No.
No, you left Jay and
No.
Nina's in.
Oh.
Yeah, no, she could have died, but she lived and she was being a bit of a talker.
But she didn't.
You would notice if you didn't leave.
Well, let's hope not. Maybe we could check in on her first before we do any further exploration.
If she's even here.
The sun kisses the water right now over the horizon.
I kiss Ishmael
town?
right now.
Aww.
The town has been
Yay.
slowly lit up by lanterns,
We're
and
just talking.
people appear to be pretty okay. So, are you deciding to go in?
Yes.
Sure.
Sadly, yes.
So, you all head into the town, and
Is Bone
You know.
accompanying us?
Bone.
Shit, sorry. What was it? What did you say?
You going with the party?
Oh, yeah.
So you all managed to head into the town, and people are smiling and having a really good time. Looks like there is a actual festival going on. They notice that a couple travelers have actually entered the town. A few of them actually head up to you. Oh, hello there. Are you here for the festival?
Festival?
For what is
Festival.
this festival that you speak of? Do tell.
I
This
keep
is
my
the-
hand. I keep my hand on the handle of my sickle.
This
Aw.
is the town of lights. This is Venbrook.
I see. Then I guess we are in the right place, for we have come for your wonderful festival of lights. Do lead the way, sir.
Yes.
It's two young girls actually.
Oh.
Do lead the way, madam.
They take out two small little lantern-esque charms and put one on Deimos's horn.
I'm sorry,
Horrible.
but I'm just imagine those two girls sitting on each other's shoulders in a fucking trench coat right now.
Oh.
And they happily lead you into the town. Are you gonna make any checks of any sort, or
Oh,
anything?
inside check them.
Definitely insight check, yeah.
No,
I want to do a
perception
perception
check.
check to see if I see them kissing.
And
What?
The girl?
16.
I'm gonna be perception checking this place up. Not bad.
I made a
Um,
13 perception check.
Okay.
I got an 8 and a 16, so a 20. The dirtiest
I-
of kinds.
Hmm.
I got
One
an
second,
18
I'll tell you
perception.
guys. Give me
18
one
perception.
second.
Okay. Ludwig, Bone, are you?
I'm not gonna bother. Ludwig is fine.
Okay.
He seems
Yeah.
like they're
I
friendly
sent
enough.
the picture.
So, which one of you actually set up an insight? I couldn't hear.
It was kind of all of us, I think. Most of us, at
Okay.
least. I rolled a
Um,
27 total. It was a natural 20.
Okay, so as far as the insight goes, these girls are pretty chipper. They're not more than like 13, 14 years old. They're just trying to have a good time, be nice to you, everything like that. But as for the perception checks, you notice that the town is significantly bigger than it was before. Like, not in terms of tall, the buildings are roughly the same size. If anything, they're a bit more colorful, which is a little strange. People are very, rather charismatic, wandering the streets, not really paying you any mind, like, at all.
I guess they recovered from the burning.
More so, yes, that's another point. There's more people, weirdly enough. And the town itself looks like it's been split up into districts of some kind.
What the hell?
The sound evolved pretty quickly overnight.
In less than 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that only scares me a little tiny bit, but I'm glad there's some color in this place.
As
Yeah.
compared
Hmm.
to the way the town's format was previously, which was primarily just residential areas plus inns next to the center of town, this one now has districts for shopping, the wharf, the actual headquarters for the head of the town, as well as the center square. But it does definitely appear to be the town that you were once in.
Is the well still in the center square?
You'd have to go to find out. Can't really tell from here. You're on the edge of
I have
town.
a question.
Mhm.
What year would it be for us regularly?
I'll say 50.
50. I want to stop one of the girls.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna try to look as nicely as I can. I'm gonna open one of my ugly ass smiles because I don't know how to smile.
So if you're
And I'm
scaring them.
just gonna be like, hey, what year is it?
Make an intimidation check.
I'm not trying
Aw.
to intimidate them.
I know.
Fuck you.
Make a persuasion check instead.
Persuasion. Okay, good. It's not that better. Okay, 16.
Okay.
After
They
you're
look at
scaring
you.
them.
And giggle a moment, kind of like unsure if you're joking or not. But they do realize eventually that you are kind of serious. Well, it's 150. That hasn't changed for a while, right? The New Year's calendar doesn't change for a lot of places here.
And what year did you say it was? Like a few minutes ago?
50.
50.
It's proceeding backwards, by the way, in terms of like BC.
It goes down,
Oh,
basically.
okay, okay.
So wait, we're in.
We're
150
We're
BC?
100 years in the past.
Okay.
How the fuck am I supposed to find my dad?
How did we get here?
Hey guys, you know what I just realized?
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
Landon,
that's
we
me.
can go save our people now.
We can save our people.
Save our
What people?
Did you say 150?
Yes. Did we say something wrong?
Yes.
No,
Is-
it's fine. Deimos,
No,
you
no,
don't
no.
mess with the past.
No, no, no.
Shut up.
Yeah. You said 150, not 50.
Landon. I'm just gonna whisper to just Landon. We went back in time before this town fell under its magical curse. Do you think this is
Yeah.
around the time that whole ordeal happened?
I wanna
think so.
smack Deimos across the face and like kind of like wrap my arm around him. Like, joking,
I think
like,
this is a-
like, what are you talking about, you darn
think-
little devil?
Amos is having a reasonable response to this. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna attempt to smack Deimos. So strength. save?
Yeah. That
Yeah, go ahead. Make a roll.
13.
That does not hit. I just catch your hand.
Well, I'm
Catch
still gonna
these
wrap-
hands.
Still gonna wrap my hand around, like my arm around.
No,
his
do
leg
not
now.
try it.
I'm gonna look to the girls and
Uh,
I'm just gonna casually be like, don't mind them, they're kind of crazy.
My horn
There's-
just broke off.
The
the
I'm
girls
not in the mood.
look at you, Sapphire. Yeah, we gather that. That's fine though.
The
They're
Minotaur has a
stupid.
little bit of brain damage. It's okay. Don't worry
They're
about it.
That's
They're
what happens
smart.
when your horn breaks off.
They're more stupid than anything.
Yes,
Sounds
they're
like a personal
very
problem.
stupid.
Deimos
Well-
looks sad when he hears Ishmael say it.
He knows he's stupid, but he knows he's not as stupid as Deimos.
Ludwig just looks confused.
Well, I mean, if you're here, you might as well enjoy. The real festivities really turn up on nighttime, so
Where can we eat something?
Guys, it can really be a beach episode.
Each
Let's
episode.
just enjoy the festival and worry about all the scary shit next time.
Oh my god. That's like literally the one episode that they go to like the festivals and like the tiny kimonos and then the girl dies at the end.
Oh no.
I
That is a reference to a silent voice, by the way.
Yep.
Landon.
there's no meteor. There is no meteor. It's okay.
I am Landon. Landon, yes.
Yes, I wasn't Nina doing something like she might have. We might be like in a big illusion of the past,
Do you
maybe.
think she sent us
think
back
it's
here? Do you think she sent us back here to fix everyone's wrongs?
Make a stealth check to if you want to continue this conversation without these two girls hearing you, because they're a little suspicious of you right now.
Yeah,
Or
that's
could I just grab, like landed in the entirety and just drag them into an alleyway for a second?
Again, stealth check.
Darn.
yeah. I got a 6.
I got a. Let's see about this. Okay, I got a 16 with
Okay.
disadvantage.
Oh, damn. So you do manage to still converse without these two girls hearing you. They're not suspecting too much at the moment, it looks like. But to respond as for like where you guys could get something to eat, they mentioned the center of town has quite a few nice little restaurants that you could probably enjoy something at. I'm sure even like, despite how diverse your party is, you'll be pleasantly surprised that a lot of races here enjoy a lot of different cuisines.
And another last question.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is a festival, so you guys might probably have like specific clothes that you wear.
Oh, yes, the shopping district. So, from where we're standing right now, the shopping district is about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, walking to the east.
Okay. So, do you guys want to go shopping?
Shopping? Oh, I haven't done that in so long. Actually, that sounds like a great idea.
I could use some more arrows. I'm down.
I do need to look for an artificer of sorts.
Les, how much gold are we supposed to have right now?
So, as of right now, based on your escapades, I would say each of you have about 50.
Nice. Not enough for Revivify Diamonds.
We're level 8 and we only have 50?
Well, we haven't done any real questing for gold.
I mean,
have we?
We had a lot more earlier.
stole
I know I
money.
spent all of mine.
I've stolen all the gold. I don't know what you guys been doing.
Wait a minute.
I've been with you guys this whole
I've
time.
been with the moment
I have
king.
253 gold. I don't know what you guys are complaining
It says I have 210 gold.
Yeah,
I
I
have
also
two-
have,
I had-
I have 230. I thought we would have more, though.
Did
I
any of you
had-
raid Mima's Tavern at all?
We went around.
No.
I didn't know,
I
but
searched because I saw the... I was the one that found the golem thing, so I did search around.
That is true. I will say, based on that search, you have about 200 per person. Because now the tavern's destroyed.
200 more per person?
Yes.
Okay, so enough for Revivify Diamonds. Great.
cool. Cause yeah, I didn't have that much. I only had about 5. So
I'm getting a new weapon.
So,
Hmm.
where shall we be going off on our escapades?
I need weapon.
shopping.
I wonder if I can make a self-cleaning cloak.
So,
Prestidigitation.
just for a summary.
Oh, you're right.
DM.
Mhm.
Can I buy duct
So,
tape?
since we are all going to this shopping district, can you tell us the layout of like the shops, like what the town carries?
Okie dokie. There is a weapon shop, a armor shop. Those two look relatively, standard. There is a magic item shop at the end of the street. There is a couple of restaurants, about 3, maybe 4. They also have a second magic item shop next to the restaurants. It's kind of subtle and hidden in the back.
Is there a tavern?
And
Yes.
yes, right next to the magic item shop down this little tiny alleyway is both a cafe and a tavern.
Is
Question:
there a-
does this magic item shop sell weapons?
Mm-hmm.
It could. We don't know yet.
Is there a component shop or an alchemist shop?
Oh,
That
that'd be
would
nice.
be inside the first magic item shop. It's a much larger shop. It's like Walmart looking.
Okay.
So, I
Tavern
definitely
Mart,
want to say
I
this.
see.
I definitely think we should definitely hit up both magic item shops and then the restaurants.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah, I think we should just all go together to the shops
So,
and then
shall
spread
we
out
be
for
going
restaurants.
together, or are we going to split up amongst and do our own business? Since this is seeming like a
Staying
festival.
together.
If you want to do that, I want to stay with Ishmael and like shop. I'm not good at talking. He's better.
I'm not separating from the group.
Come on, let's just all go to the magic item shops.
Yeah.
I can't
If
wait
you
for
want to
you
go
to
off
have
by
to make.
yourself, you can. But
Ishmael,
I
you're gonna have to make all the charisma checks. Good luck.
I have +6 persuasion, +6 performance, and +6 intimidation.
Exactly why I said it.
I mean, I'm going with him. So, and I'm going with him.
Don't worry,
You're-
I have a +3 to animal handling if we need it.
You're also my helping machine. I mean,
I am technically large when it comes to carrying size, so
If
Five
need be,
away.
I have a +4 to intimidation.
If you are wondering, the clothing shop here also is the armor shop. They double. So, I thought I'd let you know that one.
I would love to see if I can get some more aesthetically pleasing.
So, what shop shall we hit up first?
Magic.
magic.
say-
Yes.
Magic, yes.
We should see the magic shop.
Alright, so you head to the major magic shop, I'm guessing, first?
I want to see the big deals and then I want to see the small deals.
So you head into the shop, and actually although it looks massive on the outside, it looks tiny on the inside. Like, it might sit maybe 15 people at most, which is surprising. Normally places look small on the outside, big on the inside. There is a little old man with a white beard sitting behind the counter. He looks possibly like he could be a dwarf. He greets the rest of you. Oh, hello there, little whippersnappers. How can I help you?
Aw. I'm sorry, that's great.
Yellow, do you have something for my horn?
Your horn?
Yes. I don't want it to break again.
Let's see here. He has a look at your horn, and kind of sifts through the leather wrapping. Well, this seems to be something that might need to be repaired by a seamstress. I believe the workers over at the clothing store might be able to help you a bit more with this. But let's see if I can't do something for you.
I was just hoping for magical duct tape.
Magical duct tape? What the fuck do you think I am?
Magical duct tape.
Yeah, just duct tape it. You know, it's magic in this world.
Fantasy duct tape, of course.
Ah, that fantasy duct tape. Everlasting and always sticking.
TM.
He takes out a small bracelet of some kind and goes ahead and slips it onto the horn underneath the leather wrapping. You can feel it start to sizzle. Make a con save, please.
That, my friend, is a 24.
Okay. You are completely fine, but
For now.
your horn has managed to completely fuse back to your head and with the leather wrapping.
Yeah.
It's basically cauterized.
Oh, well, shit. All right.
He burned
Oh,
into your
of course.
skull.
He burned it into... Yeah. Okay, that hurt, but it looks... It feels better.
It's starting.
He reaches up and gives your horn a small tug.
Eh.
You realize that this little old man is actually extremely strong.
Don't
He
push
is
too hard,
jacked.
please, no.
He manages to
again.
pull your head like down to the table. Does this seem right, Sonny? I hope I attached this right.
This does feel better. It's moving my head and not the horn itself, which is great. But thank you.
Good little moo cow. I'm very happy I could help you.
A little moo cow.
I wanna make my way towards the guy. How tall is the place is sitting at?
The actual stool he's sitting on, it's
No,
like a
like
bar
the-
stool.
Not the stool, but like, I forgot the word.
The counter?
The
Yes,
counter.
thank you, the counter.
The counter looks to be about 4 feet tall.
Okay, good. So I'm tall enough for it. I'm gonna stand and I'm just gonna look at him. Got weapons.
Weapons, you say? Well, I might have one or two things.
What do you have?
He looks to the back and, well, give me just a moment. I'll see what I can scrounge up. He heads to the back and comes out with, a blood spear, a returning dagger, and an immovable rod.
Why is that spear covered in blood?
Well, you see, this spear isn't really covered in blood, per se. He goes ahead and lifts it up and tries to rub it off. It's not really coming off, it's more the color. It was passed down from one of the denizens of the castle over here. If you manage to stab something with this, the blood absorbs from it and back into you.
Sounds fun, but not what I'm looking for. I
Gross.
want to spear.
That's actually pretty cool.
The other thing that he has right now is the returning daggers. So, what he mentions for that is that they are a type of hellfire weapon on top of everything else. But if you were to, say, throw them, they will return to you.
Okay. How much extra damage does it do?
They are +2 daggers.
How much?
That would be... Well, I can't really restock these, so... Let's say 60 gold.
60 gold. Give it to me. Now. Give me. Slap the money on the gold on the counter.
For what, the dagger?
Yes. How many daggers are there?
It's 2.
2 daggers? Okay.
So that would be 60 each, though.
60 each. Okay,
Yes.
that's fine.
As
I have
Ludwig
enough for that.
sees the rod, he's gonna ask, "How much for the immovable rod, dear sir?"
Well, you see, the immovable rod is a fancy item. It's actually my own, but, well, you seem to be traveling quite a bit more than me. If you'd like it, I would actually just give it to you. You might get more use out of it.
Well, thank you. In that regard, then, shall I tell you some stories from our adventures? From adventurer to adventurer, as a price to pay?
I mean, make a persuasion.
Before he does that, what do I add to my character sheet?
So
Nat
you're
20
adding.
plus 6.
All right. Well, you're adding Hellfire weapon first, and I would say Hellfire dagger +2, returning.
The returning, I think I'm just gonna have to keep
Like
track
as a side note, yeah.
Does the Hellfire weapon already have the +2 like automatically added to it?
No, you'd have to kind of describe that in, I would suppose,
Okay.
because
I
it's
think I can just edit
bit
the
of
weapon.
additions. Yeah,
So,
Hellfire weapons can be anything.
what does he do?
No, there is a Hellfire dagger.
Oh, then that's perfect. Yeah,
It's-
just write in
yeah,
the
I
+2 in the
just-
returning.
Yeah,
It's
gotta add the other one.
Okay, so he agrees happily, and actually he's more than interested in hearing what you have to say. You don't look like you're from the town, and he's never seen a Warforged or a Shifter before. He has seen quite a few elves, but this town doesn't really have, like, Warforged, Shifter, or Minotaur.
So, do I obtain the, rod?
You do obtain the rod, that is of no problem.
So I'm going
to describe
to... Oh, sorry.
This rod is flattened on one end.
Mhm.
You can use the action to press a button on the rod, and Until you or another creature uses an action to push the button again, the rod does not move, even if it is defying gravity.
Does it block attacks?
It can hold up to 8,000 pounds, so if it's something that's being thrown at you or launched at you that is of a heavy weight, you could manage to deflect it.
Like, I guess what I'm asking is, could I, like, set it up diagonally in front of me and say, someone use Eldritch Blast on me, or would it technically block the spell because it's force?
I mean, you would have to be lucky enough that the spell hits the rod and not you.
No, I mean,
Exactly.
Wanna
like,
test it
if
out?
I set the rod, like, right in front of me, and, like, backed up a bit, and they were, like, aiming directly towards me.
That might work, but you'd have to prep that. Either prep that or use some
Yeah.
kind of dex save to hit it.
I
But
You wanna
thinking
test
just-
it out?
Because, like, it can
Yeah, I
defy
mean, they can just
gravity.
aim beyond the rod. That's
Yeah, you
it's
can
not
use
like
that
a
in variety.
giant shield.
I'm just
it's-
saying they can...
It's a possibility.
I'm just asking, the rod can defy gravity, correct? Like, I could push the button, it stays floating?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
If you have
to-
more than
make-
more than one, you can use it like a ladder.
To make it very clear, if you wanted to move the rod from where it is, you have to make a DC 30 strength check.
Unless I press the button again.
Unless you press the button again.
What I love to do with this is to make it like a blocking point in the middle of a hallway, so people have to like try to get through it, or like
Or they can just duck
attack
under it.
someone. Yeah, like attack someone and then and press it against them and keep them in place like that. Or like if you're holding someone against the wall, boom, they can't leave.
This makes me think of, if I could find Artificer, I could make him turn it into a shield.
By
That-
the way,
That's not.
I might not have any more in terms of weapons here, but if I'm not mistaken, there is another shop that might be able to help you.
Well,
Oh.
before that, do you have anything else besides weapons?
Yes,
I
like
don't
staff.
need weapons. I
What
hear
are
you.
you?
I practice healing, and I wonder if there was anything like, say, a staff that could help me channel my healing magic, or potentially exert magic of its own.
Healing magic, you say? Well, there is this. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out what looks like a tiny little vial.
May I ask what that is?
This is what we call a Bloodwell vial.
What now, Bio?
He bites his finger and pops open the vial and pours it in before closing it. It is attuned to him for the moment. Now, if I were to try and cast any spells, I can use this as a focus, and if I was to heal someone with this, it also increases the amount of healing that they get.
Oh, I mean, I do have a focus as of right now. He looks down at his amulet, but that stuff about healing does sure sound useful. How much would you say for it?
This one is a rather rare little piece, very useful for sorcerers. I'm not sure if it's of great use to a cleric like yourself. Let's see. I would say 30.
30 gold? Sorry, OOC. What does he mean by increase healing? Like, it
So,
does double healing dice or like +3 or something? I don't know.
if you were to heal yourself, it increases the healing by quite a bit, but if you were to try and heal someone else, it increases it by a marginal amount. Like, you increase the amount of healing dice.
That's not bad.
So well, for 30, it's not that bad. I mean, I don't know. Do we need Revivify Diamonds in the anywhere near future? If you all plan on dying.
Probably
Yeah.
should be a good thing to have.
I don't
Yeah.
plan on dying anytime
I'm a tank.
soon.
I plan on dying every time I go into combat.
Okay. Well, actually, yes, that sounds like a great deal, sir. I'll take it for 30.
And do you give anything for like that I can use, but like not a weapon? Like I want utility items. I don't know how Deimos would express this.
I see. Well, I do have a couple things I can think of. Let's see. Give me just a moment. I do have an idea.
I'll be right back.
Right.
Here's something I think would be useful for you. He brings out two small things. One is a jug, and the other one is a bottle of some interesting spice.
In what is this?
What is which?
Both?
So, the first thing is an alchemy jug.
Oh, that's. Oh.
I don't know what that means.
So, an alchemy jug is a fascinating little piece of work. It's a wondrous item that, if you name a certain liquid, it will continuously produce it. Within a certain amount, of course.
Usually up to 4 gallons.
It depends on the amount, on the type. Could be acid, poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh or salt water, wine.
This could be useful for cooking.
Oh, for cooking though, there is this. He picks up the little spice pouch bottle thing and hands it to you. This is from a good friend named Hayward.
Hayward?
Yes.
What
It
is it?
is a type of it's a type of pouch that allows you to go ahead and name any type of non-magical food seasoning and pick enough out for seasoning a single meal. It's got 10 charges.
Just one single meal.
I mean, you have 10 uses of it, but yes.
I mean, I cook for 7 people every day. This would mean I have to use 7 times for one meal.
Oh yes, and a few pets too.
I'm sorry. This would mean I have to use 10 times every time I cook.
He looks at you for a moment. I suppose I see what you're saying. Just give me just a moment. He goes ahead and grabs the pouch and takes a hammer to the back, and all you hear is a massive explosion.
That does not seem like something that makes sense.
There's smoke coming out of the room in the back.
Did you destroy the spice pouch?
Is he okay?
He comes back out. His hair is all crinkly and in every direction. It is now gone from being blonde to being pitch black. He is covered in soot.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, it worked. It definitely worked.
Well, I wanted to roll investigation to see if the pouch is any different, and I got a nat 20, which is wild because I have a +0 to investigation.
Congratulations. He puts the pouch back on the desk, and it's been combined with a bag of holding.
The pouch of spice holding. Interesting.
You could put things into it and take them out of it, but simultaneously, basically, you have 40 charges of the spice pouch.
This is good for 4 meals. I see.
And they recharge daily at dawn. So
This is good. I make approximately 4 meals a day.
it looks more like a backpack now.
I like this. How much is this?
This, well, I'd have to give you enough to make sure that I can fix my hair after this. So 80.
It is fine. I can buy. And I buy the magical spice pouch of holding.
Do you have any other bags like those bags of holdings? Not with all the spice stuff, just like regular old bags.
Yes. He gives you just a regular old bag of holding.
Oh my gosh, it looks fancy enough to go with my outfit. How much?
Hey guys, I wouldn't spend all your money here. There's another magic shop.
Yes.
Yeah, I
There
know,
is.
but I have 222 gold still left, so...
I have one question for the man. When Ishmael is done.
Mm-hmm.
How much for this, sir?
Oh, well, this item comes in quite often, so I would say just 10 gold.
10. Oh, that's a deal. And he takes the bag of holding and it very, very happily puts away the mace and quarterstaff he never uses in it.
So, sir, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
For there is an item that I'm seeking to be a little bit wondrous, you could say.
Everything in this shop is wondrous. You'll have to be more descript, Sonny.
A certain deck of many things.
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, no.
Definitely not.
No.
No, that's where we draw the line. You're not
Gonna
buying
shut-
deck of many things.
Gonna
No,
shut that
No,
down.
that's absolutely insane.
That's
You
up
want
to
to
the
draw a
DM.
card?
That's up to the DM.
There is no
It
way
would
you're getting
only-
that deck of
It would
cards.
only affect me. That is up to the DM.
That is
Absolutely.
fair, but if you get trapped in a magical gem...
We are
That's-
not helping you.
That is my
And
fault.
you get
Hold
like an
the
invisible
donjon, we're not
specter.
bringing you back.
Again, deck of many things only
you
affects
saying?
the person who draws.
No, you're right. I'm just saying
Why?
that's risky as fuck.
We can't have you disappear into a demi-plane.
Shush.
He reaches into a little, like, side mail piece and pulls out an envelope. Oh, I do have this. He puts it down on the table. It is wrapped very tightly. You can't really see the inside of the contents. I just ordered it this morning, but this is about as close as you could get.
Can I investigate the end? Can I roll investigation on the envelope?
With a disadvantage. There is a magical spell on it.
Oh fuck! Could I roll Arcana
You-
first?
Yes.
You could probably ask him to
Never
open
mind.
it first.
I'll just ask him. Dear sir, so you say this is the closest you can get to my request of a deck of many things?
Mm-hmm.
May I ask? So is it just like a flat piece of parchment, or?
There's very obviously been a small package-like deck been put into it.
I mean,
I have a very important question.
There are a couple different decks in D&D that it could be. It could be the deck
Mhm.
of iron. It could be a flask deck. Could be the deck of many things. Could be the death deck. Could be the Joker deck. Depends.
Could just be a deck of regular playing cards.
Yes,
Hey,
it could
hey, is this the envelope of many strings?
be. It could be too. How much would you say for this package of yours?
Well, this
Deimos
one
was sniffing
was-
the spices and just does a
is
spit.
very hard to get hold of, you see. But you seeing as you have bought a number of things from my shop, I do not mind to part with this for 30 gold.
That
30
I can
gold?
do, dear sir.
Wait,
That I
wait,
can
he's gonna
do.
get the whole fucking deck?
Hmm?
Oh god.
So,
Oh no.
Yep,
What are you
I'll
doing?
part with 30 gold. That's easy enough for me.
I hope you pull the donjon.
I want
Ludwig,
to see you pull
do you
a
know
card
what that
from it
is?
right now.
I'm gonna find
Yes,
out.
I do know what the donjon is.
So do I.
I've pulled the donjon twice in a different game.
So,
Lu- Oh my
I
God.
I put the bag of gold and I say, thank you, dear sir. May you open the package for me, please, though?
Not a problem. He undoes the
No.
package string and opens up the deck and hands it to you. It's a deck inlaid with blue and white. The edges are covered in gold, and they do appear to be made of some kind of metal.
May I ask, dear sir, for whom did you buy this deck from?
Well, you see, this deck was actually for my daughter, who's in the other magic shop parlor.
Nice.
It's very
Oh, God.
useful for her line of work.
Ooh.
Why did you sell it to us if it was for her?
Well, she has plenty of tricks up her sleeve, even more than a little old man like myself.
Tricks?
Can
She takes
I
more after her mother than she does me.
can I investigate the deck, or can you tell me what the deck
yeah.
is?
You could also do an Arcana check. No, it's a magical deck.
Could I just like flat out
just be
ask him,
careful.
hey, what's the deck about? Like, what does
this
that
deck?
deck do? Yeah, yes, that deck, the one that the big Warforged is holding.
He flips through the deck, and let me see. We're gonna go ahead and roll a d20.
Oh, you're gonna flip through the deck?
And
The worst that can happen. He's doing it.
Oh
not
no!
Me.
What did I do?
He's doing it,
he
not
goes
me.
ahead and hands you a card.
Ah!
Technically, he can't do that. The person has to pull the card.
I got
It's gonna
And
affect
declare
him.
the draws.
He just wants to keep it a surprise.
Good frick.
I have a feeling this
Sir,
is.
If I may say.
Don't take the card, Ludwig.
Yeah, don't
Shush, will you
don't
let me
touch it,
talk
don't touch it.
first? Dear sir, I would say that I'm not quite stupid on these magical decks, but I believe that you should flip the card over yourself since you are the one who drew it.
He smiles and he nods. He's going to go ahead and just flip the card upright with his finger. It's the Ace of Hearts.
Oh, thank you. You really do me good.
You hear something growling behind you.
What?
That can't be good.
Ace of Hearts.
Oh, wait. It's just a normal deck. Oh, that's the deck of many things, because the... Oh, let me work this up real quick. Yeah, because it appears as a normal playing card deck.
The Fates.
Everyone,
What kind of
turn
deck
around
is this?
and make a wisdom save.
Actually,
Oh,
let's
good
see.
frick.
You said the Ace
Wait,
of
what?
Hearts?
What?
One wing.
You said Ace of
Wisdom
Oh, I
Hearts?
got
save.
that money.
That's
Wisdom
funny.
save.
Wait, I have to ask.
Uh-huh.
Is this involved with a maze?
No.
Because if it is, I have an auto succeed as being
With a mace? No.
a maze, specifically a maze.
Oh,
Labyrinth.
yeah.
It's not a... It's no.
I
Okay,
got
well,
a,
I got a 5.
Less.
I got a nat 20 plus 7.
Uh-huh.
I also got a
So-
nat 20. What?
Okay.
Can you tell what kind of deck it is?
I could.
It's a deck
But
of many things.
it was
appears
after
as
he
A
already
deck
pulled
of
it.
many things.
It's not-
The Ace of Hearts is not that. It doesn't give anything growling.
Will you just...
That's why I'm
Behind
asking.
you is a giant red dragon.
Oh,
Just
good
asking
frick.
a question.
I got
I-
a 10 for anyone who cares.
18 on my wisdom
I had a
save.
10 also.
21.
Anyone who scored underneath a 15 immediately believes that the red dragon is very real and its head is sticking out through the door of the...
Oh no.
Mother of
Oh,
God,
so
there's
it's-
a dragon.
Fucking
It's a
Christ.
deck of illusion. Okay.
It's licking Deimos currently.
I am about
Oh.
to freak out and using it. I'm gonna attack wherever the dragon is.
Deimos, that's not a real dragon.
I don't know this.
It's a fucking deck
It
of
looks
illusion.
Not
real.
Holy
So-
shit!
Okay.
I got a
It
nat
looks-
20 on my attack.
I'm gonna look at the man and say thank you very much for the deck. I'm gonna take it from his hands, and I'm going to pocket it.
Not a problem, Sonny.
I do love a good trick indeed.
Can you let Deimos finish what he was doing?
Yes.
Sure.
I just want to say I did 39 damage to wherever the fucking dragon is supposed to be because I used my greatsword shockwave and I got a crit. I got a nat 20. Not a joke. You can check the D&D Beyond. And
The-
I re-rolled my damage because of my class, but like, yeah.
The door of the shop goes flying across the street, along with his window.
Does the
Oh.
dragon image disappear?
Yes.
No,
The card is
No?
removed from play. Yeah. The illusion disappears.
not it doesn't disappear because of a shockwave. It disappears because he put the card back in the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, either way, it disappeared and I think I killed it.
Card of illusion. Not a bad deck at all.
Oh,
Oh,
thank God.
A very fun deck.
I killed the dragon, do not worry.
Deimos,
Everything is okay.
that dragon wasn't ever there. It was in your mind.
No,
Well,
Deimos
Either
killed the
way,
dragon.
it's dead.
It wasn't real.
Deimos
wasn't
killed it. It totally was. It looked very
It,
real.
it looked
It was
very
not
real,
real.
and as soon as I attacked it, it died. Okay? It's
Believe
gone.
whatever you want.
I believe in my sword.
I don't.
That's fine.
Sounds like a personal issue.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
Kill
But
anything.
but
But if you see my daughter, Bema, please do tell her she should come visit more often.
oh,
May I
We will.
I want to talk.
Oh, what happened to your door?
I want
You
to.
blew it out.
Yeah. You were saying?
I want to repay him by telling him a few adventures from my old D&D party
Mm-hmm.
that Ludwig used to travel with.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna tell some adventures to him.
Okay. So, your status with this particular shopkeeper has gone up quite considerably. You've bought quite a bit from him. He actually enjoyed the company. Definitely more interesting than the majority of people who run in here.
I want to
So.
ask him about
Yeah, because we're from the
components.
future.
Did you say that in character?
No.
Landon,
Is that
What?
did you say that a character?
Did you say that in
Un-
character?
Under my breath.
Oh my gosh.
So
Stealth check.
Could you have Ishmael freaking tackle him?
It's fine. I got a 19. My modifier is +1. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
yes, sir. Do you have any components by chance?
Unfortunately, I do have some components, but they're not the best. You'd probably be better off seeing my daughter. She's the one
Shall
with the
do.
maturity. So, are you guys leaving the shop, or did you want
Yes.
anything from him?
No, I'm out.
I definitely want to check out the other shop. I'm just gonna be confused as I walk out and there's no door.
I want to. Shall we head to the armorer, or are we going to head to the second magic shop?
I guess we could tell his daughter that she needs the help with a door, so she can visit him.
Yes, I think we should visit the other magic shop. Just get all of it out of the way.
Yes, magic first, then food.
Right.
Yes, but food is magic, so practically the same deal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to visit the clothing store, but that's after the food.
Okie dokie.
I still want to go to
Yeah.
a weapon shop.
Yeah, same. I definitely want to go to a weapon shop, but that can wait till after food
Weapon
and
and
clothes.
armor.
So you head. Are you going to the second magic shop first?
Yes.
Or- Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head to this other small corridor, a little alleyway, and you come across 3 small shops. They almost look identical in their construction, and they all are sitting under one small roof. The magic shop is in the middle, the cafe is on one side, and the bar is on the other side. I'm assuming magic shop still.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Magic.
Using Ludwig's words, magic.
Magic.
There is. You walk into the shop, and there is a tiefling sitting behind the counter with her feet up on the counter. She looks
Hot?
half asleep and half amused.
Does she look hot though?
I mean, she's a tiefling.
Yeah, she's kind of hot though.
I mean,
I
She's
know.
very
she may be a
Tiefling.
tiefling and she may be physically hot because of that, but like, is she hot though?
Is she sexy?
Can I just nudge Bone of like on the side and be like,
Like, how thick are her horns?
Her horns are thick.
How thick is
Oh,
she?
wow.
She's got 3 horns, one in the center of her forehead, and
That is sexy, dude.
Oh, that's a
all
turn.
3
Yeah.
of them do look like Minotaur-esque horns, but they're just pointed backwards.
Nah, that's a turn off. There's 3 of them. No.
He like jabs Landon in the shoulder. Oh my
It's like the
god.
third tit. It's not,
I
it's not
know.
very good.
Wow.
She looks,
Wow.
She's
she
a very
looks part
pale
minotaur, but
tiefling.
also no.
She has the skin tone of a dwarf, kind of like brassy slash pale. But her form is definitely that of a very tall tiefling. Like she's maybe 6'4".
Well, hello there, miss. For how are you on this day?
Yeah, what can I do for you?
I believe me and my compatriots are looking for some magical items.
Oh, you can do me.
She's
I wouldn't mind that. At
she's
all.
smoking a small pipe and just blows it in your face.
That's hot.
Sorry, you're a little bit short for my taste.
Excuse me, the fuck what?
Ooh.
She snaps her fingers. Dalton, get in here. We have
What about-
customers.
What about me? Wait, I'm taller than her. What about me?
You have a boyfriend. Shut the fuck up.
Okay,
also
and-
do.
I mean, technically, I'm the tallest.
How tall
You're
are you,
also a
dear miss?
cow.
Why are you all fighting over?
I'm not fighting. I just want to say I am the tallest.
I want to
I
I
fuck
don't
the
know
hottest.
why you're fighting over height.
Oh, Bema. All right. She just smiles as a Kenku walks in from the back.
Ooh.
Kenku.
Birds are-
Hello.
I want to shake its hand.
He looks at you kind of shifty-eyed.
Hello, dear
Sure.
sir.
That's racist.
For I've never seen a Kenku of your stature before. It's a pleasure.
I've
to
never
meet
seen a
you.
Kenku of your stature before. He imitates you, trying to just kind of scoff at you.
I have a
A wee bit
question.
of a peachy one, are we today?
Peachy, indeed. Yes, always, every day.
He sends out a hand to shake it. To give
Uh,
her a-
Abel's got a
extends his
question.
hand. Very Talony and kind of grotesque. Yeah. What?
I do want to
Abel's got a
ask.
question.
Can I walk up to do it? Would it be an animal handling check or a persuasion check
Kenku.
to try to talk to try to become friends with this Kenku?
That would be a persuasion.
Well, good news. I have a higher persuasion than animal handling.
'Cause,
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Cool. Deimos walks over and he looks at the Kenku and he looks at himself and he's like, "Hey, animal friend." And what awkward this becomes. It's a 22. It's not that awkward.
He just kind of caws at you.
Lizareth,
I
I
do-
just
I just
Yeah.
I just want to remind you, Kenkus are cursed. They can only say they can only repeat back what has been said to them recently.
I know, but
this
I
Kenku
also
specifically has a little bit. Actually, make an insight. 'Cause
well,
he is
technically, they
upright.
can repeat anything that has been said to them. So
Oh well, I mean, that's right. I get advantage on insight.
they should
Well,
be
it's
able
not
to
much
make
better.
casual conversation as long as they copy someone else's voice from the past.
Well, I mean, I gotta fuck. What's 3 + 4? Whatever that is, I got that. So.
You get 3 +
I
4.
was hoping he would say the same thing back to me.
You got a 3 + 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. My mod is +4.
Okay, so you got a 7. This is a rogue of some kind, but he can speak very well. You at least know that he's extremely intelligent.
Hmm.
Um,
Weird.
If you want, you can also make an insight towards Bema, because I did give them both classes. So
Well, could I make a persuasion on Bema, start trying to talking it up and see if I could get a discount on things that I would buy because he's already willing to open his entire coin purse already.
she gives you a smirk, already seeing that you are a little bit infatuated. Believe me, while I would love to take every single gold that you have, I'm not that cheap.
Yes,
What do you
but
have for
why
what?
don't you say we make a deal of sorts? I mean, I'm sure beautiful people like us can work it out.
Ishmael, maybe we look at the items before offering money.
Yes, but the items are probably pretty fantastic considering the shopkeeper.
Ludwig is just gonna
Continuing
chuckle.
on.
He's just
Ishmael,
Deimos
darling.
looks confused.
Ishmael, darling. And I grab his hand and I just kiss him, fully on the mouth.
Hey,
Stop
hey,
flirting with the
question,
shopkeeper.
Ishmael, how obvious are you being? Would a 13 figure out your actions?
So,
Can I roll deception on Deimos and persuasion on the shopkeep?
Because I'm doing an insight check to see if you're into the shopkeep.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I'm deceiving Deimos. Oh, good frick, that's a 6.
Okay, so I can tell you're into the shopkeep.
I want to make an
Well,
insight
you can tell
too.
that this is related to
What
one
are
of
you
his.
making insight into?
Nat 20 plus 5.
Everyone can tell you're into the shopkeep because everyone has a higher passive insight.
So I got a nat 20 plus 5 on my insight for Ishmael.
Mm-hmm.
So do I tell?
Yeah,
Ba-
pretty
well-
damn easily. You know he's got hit with the horny bat.
Well, you can also tell that this is what's it called? This is related to his past, and that his flaw might be shining through right now.
Ishmael, listen, your money is not equal to her affection.
Now.
Right.
It is not OnlyFans.
She's smiling at Deimos specifically. I think my affection's worth quite a bit.
Can
Rude.
I
That is
approach her
fair,
again?
but he cannot buy affection forever.
How is she?
like, about to say something, but she refrains.
How is she reacting to me like just holding Ishmael's hand and kissing him just square on the lips?
Well,
How is Ishmael reacting to that?
Make a performance check.
I'm in danger.
What'd you get?
Oh, God, it's a natural fucking 20 plus 1, baby!
Nice. Okay. She snickers and gives a very large smirk before turning to Dalton behind her. She grabs his shoulder and let's see, do you make a deck save? Nah, you're just gonna voluntarily fail this deck save because I know you. She tilts him right over and just is Frenching him right in front of all of you.
Oh gosh.
Ugh, I
You
think I just
see what
puked in
they
my
need.
mouth a little bit.
There you go.
Oh, also, once Landon does that to him, he completely forgets everything he was doing and just like goes at it right back. He just forgot, it was out of his mind.
Now
It was
then,
completely
Oh,
This is why I
distorted.
said this.
Meanwhile, Sapphire is just like,
now that you've gotten all of
Bone.
that out of your system, can I help
wait,
you?
I'm not
Yes.
done. Bone,
Ah,
kiss me.
Damn,
Okay.
Okay. Jesus.
Ishmael made a 23 performance.
Can I?
Do we have to roll for anything?
Mm-hmm.
Can I make?
Performance too?
Yep.
Can I make a?
How good is?
Can you make a?
I have bad
to pet
performance.
Deimos.
Same.
You want to pet Deimos?
I want to make. A
You want to try to pet Deimos?
I want to make a performance to like to pet Deimos.
You're gonna
I
have
thought
to
it
make
was
a
the
sleight of
animal
hand
handling.
to pet Deimos.
I got a
I rolled a
24.
17 with less.
That would be great. Now make a sleight of hand to see if you can pet Deimos. I'll make my deck save.
So 24 on the performance. Nat fucking 20 plus 3.
Well, shit. Okay, I got him 17, but yeah, you managed to pet Deimos. It was a good pet. Deimos is just like still stingy about people touching his head where his horn is almost just recently got chopped off.
I'm rolling in D&D Beyond, so you can look
I'm
at
sorry,
my rolls.
can me and
No, I see it.
what we were doing?
Oh, sorry.
I rolled the 17.
I got a 12.
Go ahead and describe. I mean, it's a success. So,
I'm just gonna like climb her and wrap my legs around her waist and just full on French kiss her.
Oh my goodness. My tail's just gonna like stand up, and I'll support your cute little butt, hold you up, and give you the kissy.
can't take this girlfriend away from me.
She's going to go ahead and take a smirk at the Sapphire. That is a
Yeah.
very, very horny pallid elf you have there.
What about this?
I
Pilot Alpha?
lost 2 of my girlfriends. I need the fucks.
Well, I admire the honesty.
You know, I'm content just petting Deimos, so.
At least someone's wholesome here. Unfortunately, he's a robot.
Oh,
Beat the
also-
loot maggot.
you. Sorry. After Landon just kind of like cuts him off, he just like, oh, so you want to do that? Like, he didn't say that out loud, but that's what his brain thought, and then he rolls a 23 on performance and even outdoes Landon's nat 20, I think.
Yeah, did. Because my performance is only +1, so it was 21.
So what does Honey think of his mother getting smooched?
Honey is chewing on Bone's ankle.
As
I-
he should.
Can I give him his two-toy?
He is just going to continue to chew on Bone's ankle.
Oh. I wanna squat down and like make a performance to like give like anime cute pats on his head.
Oh,
This is fine. He is going to just fail it because he's not paying attention. You are allowed to pet him, but he is going to
16.
continue going ahead to try and chew on Bone's ankle.
oh gosh.
Just 16. Gonna give him anime cute pats. Ooh woo.
His tail is wagging. He's a happy boy right now, but he's starting to pull Bone.
He's like, Mom,
Uh.
attention, please.
Actually, a strength check for Honey here,
Uh-oh.
just because I can. Let's see.
He's like, Mom, notice me, Mom, Mom.
Meanwhile,
Mom.
fucking in the shop. Can I look at items?
You can query about what they actually sell here, which is interesting. 15 plus.
Is there nothing out in the open?
Bone.
Yeah.
21.
Oh. Oh.
He's got your leg and he's pulling you up the stairs that's in the corner
Oh, no.
I'm
with
gonna
Sapphire
jump
on you.
down. I
Yeah,
am
we're-
going
you're
to jump down
still
from her
attached.
if I want weapons. I'm gonna walk back to the lady, and I'm just gonna look up at her weapons.
Are you gonna try and make a strength save, Bone?
Yes, I need to buy things. Oh no, that was a 3 plus 7 for a 10.
Mama, come with
Oh
me.
no!
I'll show
he's still
you.
he's still trying to pull you up the stairs, but you're like holding on to, I'll say, like the wall, trying to pay attention still.
I'm gonna say, Sapphire, please help.
So I wanna
Take
grab.
care of your child.
I wanna walk over and I wanna set down my immovable rod and push the button.
Ooh, okay.
Grab
Okay.
onto this.
I'll do the grab.
At that moment, you're allowed to hold in place. Honey is trying to pull you in the other direction. You have a stretching rack going on.
Oh.
Uh, take 2 points of damage,
Fair enough.
but you're okay. You're here. He's having a
Anyways.
good time.
Anyways, does she have weapons in the shop?
She does smile. She stands up. You finally see exactly how tall she is now that she put her feet down. She's
wow.
clad in all black. She is wearing a black tank top, as well as what looks like this world's version of leather jeans. She's got
So just
Uh,
leather.
yeah, basically. But she
BDSM.
does have on her back what looks like a sickle.
Oh,
It's
me
a
too.
very strange looking sickle, though. It's got a very bluish tint to it.
She's a dwarf communist. Got it.
Ah, Stalin, I never knew you were here. Hammer and sickle.
What? Doug, I've had a sickle this whole time.
Deimos, how tall are you?
I'm like 6'something, 6'8".
So she's just a hair shorter than Deimos, which means she's almost towering over everyone else in the party.
Oh,
Let me
so like
Oh, I'm 6'7" actually.
what? Let's see. How tall am I?
She's 3 inches shorter than Deimos.
Nice.
I am
You're the
6
tallest
foot.
guy in the party.
I am.
I'm 6 foot. Period.
I'm
So-
6'1".
Ludwig is
Uh,
6'5".
Yeah.
Okay, actually, she's pretty average for the rest of you, but she's towering over Sapphire at the very least.
Why are all of you so tall?
I'm a medium-sized creature. I'm at the top of my rank.
You see, this particular shop doesn't really specialize in weapons per se. At least not the metal variety. She smiles at you. Which of you have the best decks?
Me, probably.
Which of you have the worst decks?
Not me.
Me. He raises his hand.
She's gonna smile at you and put one finger to your chest. Make a dex save.
Yikes.
Me?
No.
Me.
Oh, good.
9.
Oh,
Tendrils come out of her lower back and
Oh.
wrap around you.
Oh my.
Oh, why?
You are being upheld in the air and grappled. Take 1d6 damage.
He's so happy Landon is there and he
Imagine.
didn't have to face that.
You
While
take
I'm-
4 damage.
Oh, I take 4 damage.
You are, yes, you are being held and wrapped up in what looks like tentacle hentai.
So, where's the? Is it just coming from constriction? Where's the damage specifically hitting me?
So it's kind of squeezing you overall.
Okay. Madam, I would appreciate it if you could put me down without dropping me to the floor.
Have to show off the merchandise somehow. She goes ahead and lifts her chin. There is a glowing mark next to her neck. This is a tattoo shop.
this is a tattoo shop? That sounds
Yes!
so fucking cool.
And
A
I
tattoo
gotta
shop?
get magical tattoos now. Fuck.
Ishmael, can we get matching tattoos?
I already have access.
That's
Uh,
gay. Stop it.
If it's a small one somewhere where you can't see it, yes.
She
Like,
goes
that's-
ahead and
I
finally
just
puts
a thing.
Ludwig back down. Sorry, just have to try. There is a variety of tattoos here, though. So, you'd have to tell me what you are interested in.
I would like something to have that is not a weapon, but something useful.
Useful. I
Like
mean, there's-
utility or defensive items, basically.
I think I have just the thing. How is your dexterity, my dear little Moo cow?
It's pretty good. It's a 14.
So 14. Actually, I think I might have something for you. There's two. She pulls out 2 forms of paper. One has what looks like a shadowy tattoo, and the other one looks like it might be some kind of defensive tattoo.
Hold on, are these dragon Are these the dragon tattoos?
No.
Dragon marks.
You can inquire.
Is this a what? Is this a tattoo? What does this do?
Which one are you pointing at?
Both.
Okay. So the shadowy one is what we call the Shadowfell brand tattoo. After they sew it into you, you have 2 different passives. One is the Shadow Essence, which you gain dark vision within a range of 60 feet, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. The second one is Shadowy Defense. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to become insubstantial for a moment, having the damage that you take, and then the reaction can't be used until the next sunset.
I feel like I can actually do the second one on a few levels with my class. I'm not gonna lie.
You wanted to know the other one, right?
Yeah.
So the other one is a barrier tattoo.
Mm.
A barrier tattoo is very simple. It more or less just adds to your AC.
I have a
Ooh.
question.
Like how much?
It depends. Let's see. Pulling that up right now. Depending on the rarity, an uncommon tattoo would be 12 plus your dex mod. Rare would be 15 plus your dex mod, and very rare is 18. This is not very rare. I'm letting you know that right now.
Yeah, I thought so. I would probably actually go for the first one because that gives me powers that I absolutely need. First.
You want the 12 plus your dex mod?
No, the first tattoo.
First tattoo. That's
The
fine.
one that gives me dark vision and like.
She's got others. It's just that's what she thought you would want. So,
I mean, I
have
do
a
want that.
question.
Mhm.
Do you
What's your-
make tattoos with gemstone dust on it?
gemstone dust?
Yes.
Mm. For what
I have
purpose?
something very specific that I want to ask. They usually give you like +1s and stuff, and like resistance into stuff.
I mean, that's not normally something I do, but if you have the materials.
I can collect them.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I have materials too. Depends on what type of gemstone you'd want.
Jade.
Definitely don't have that. If you got me some jade, then I wouldn't mind.
I can try
you
to get them.
do-
How much would you charge?
Be about 10 gold extra.
How much? What did she didn't say the actual price of the tattoo?
No, she didn't. It all depends on the tattoo itself.
Oh, okay.
But most of them range from like 50 to 70.
Because I just want the +1 that it gives me. The jade gives you. I don't want anything else specific, like special.
Do you perhaps do non-magical tattoos? Just cosmetic?
She looks at you and gives you a sigh. She looks at Ishmael and
Sorry, I didn't realize that was a weighted question.
Yes.
why would someone so boring?
What? No. Landon is not boring. Landon is not boring. And he's gonna raise his voice. Actually, I was thinking that if they want to get a non-magical tattoo, that is fine. I will get one of the same shape on this area of my hand. He points to like not the palm of your hand, but on the other side of your hand. Just like, not anything over showy, but like we can get something together, and I would like to check out your magical tattoos.
Darling, I appreciate that. I was thinking more on the lines of like a sun and a moon.
Oh, that's also nice.
She grins. If I'm doing a normal tattoo, which I don't mind, I'm putting it on your ass.
No. I'm sorry, Landon, but I cannot have that on.
That's fine. I'm not that worried about it.
Okay.
We can find somewhere else to get them.
Yes,
I don't mind.
yes.
I'm just joking.
Madam,
She snaps and has Dalton take both of you to the back.
Oh, no. I didn't. We didn't consent to this just yet. Landon, so who's gonna be the sun and who's gonna be the moon?
I figured I would be the moon because like I have this whole wolf thing going on when I rage.
I guess so. And you want it right here? And he'd point to the area on his left hand that isn't the palm, but it's like on the other side. I don't know what
So
it
on
is.
the backhand?
The back of your hand, yeah.
Yeah, I mean like right around like I kind of want to like a little small, like where the webbing between your thumb and your index finger is, kind of like that, but like lower. So like it's still on the back. So it's still on the back, just like a real little.
Yeah.
Probably it'll take like
That sounds good.
10 minutes max.
Yeah, like really not long, not big.
So he goes ahead and does both of your tattoos in matching fashion. Both of them being pitch black silhouettes of your appropriate symbols.
I will say I do want that first tattoo. That gives me dark
Shadow.
vision and shadow. Yeah.
That's fine. Now, who else wanted to even look at tattoos?
My dear,
I was doing the jade thing. I want to
Right.
ask her how much do I have to spend in jade for her to be able to do the tattoo?
It's just a tattoo. I just have to ground up maybe an ounce.
How much should that be in gold?
You could probably get it for not more than 5, but I do have to make a profit, so I'd say I do it for 10.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna keep asking her if she knows the gem shop around, so I can just like run and grab it.
A gem shop? There is a jewelry store. There's a clothing store, actually. Mainly armor, but I'm sure they might have something.
Okay.
I do
but-
wish to look
I
at
want to go
tattoos.
by myself.
So Ludwig, Bone, and Deimos. Deimos you mentioned already, right?
I mentioned.
You mentioned what you had wanted already, right?
Yes,
The shadow?
definitely.
Okay. So Ludwig and Bone. Either of you two want anything?
My dear,
Oh. No, you go. Go.
my dear, for I am looking for a rather specific type of tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
He takes out his not the Shadow Mage book, the Shadow Work book,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to point in the pages to a couple pictures of the Shadow Skill tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything of these varieties?
Well, something to deceive, I suppose.
Rather, the tattoos are used for activating and charging spells. More so spell absorption in reflection.
So like
Absorption,
an
reflection.
Like,
an arcane focus.
It's like, you know, the rod of spells or whatever it is,
Mhm.
where you can like absorb a spell and then fire it back because it's trapped inside. The tattoo does the
I-
same thing.
Do have something, but it's not quite so specific. She brings out a book and turns to a page. This is a spell rot tattoo. A spell rot tattoo is imbuing a type of spell within the tattoo of a varying degree. That would include something like, say, absorb elements.
I see.
Can you even tattoo a robot?
You can.
Can you even tattoo a robot?
You
Wouldn't you just
Uh,
like using Sharpie on him?
no. You can. You gotta etch it into my metal.
She looks at Ludwig. Well, I definitely can't use a needle like these, but she puts out the sickle. I think this would work just fine, right?
As long
Ouch.
as
Scary.
you don't cut my arm off, sure.
Les, can I send you something real quick in private?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, a spell rot tattoo, to be completely clear, depending on the rarity of the tattoo, can imbue a type of spell within the tattoo. Normally they do dissipate. I will say that you probably have 1 charge per day.
Oh wait, my tattoo dissipates.
No, the other tattoos don't. Spell rot does.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I'm like, whoa.
Madam,
That-
by chance, would you have a spell? Not so much for weaponry, but more defensive-based spells, by chance, if you have a wide selection of those.
We have the barrier tattoo. We have... that would be the most prominent for defensive. We also have the masquerade tattoo for disguise self. And my personal favorite is the illuminator's tattoo.
What about anything for transmutation, by chance?
No such luck here, I'm afraid.
That is fair. Your father said you had a number of components in your shop.
Well,
Mind if
that is
I-
true. We have a number. But just like your other friend had mentioned, in terms of gemstones and such, we do have a limited number.
May I take a look at your components of what you may have?
Sure. What are you looking for? Might be a little bit easier.
Components Ludwig would mainly be looking for is some more. He wants some more spiderweb, herbs, and maybe like fruit or plant components.
Okay.
Just metagaming real quick. You should look at your spell list and look at the components they use.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm not looking for spells though.
Oh, I see. I see.
I'm not looking for a spell component, Zafir.
Right.
Oh, you just said component, so I just assumed it
Like
was.
components,
That's
as
what I-
in I'm using my brewer's kit with
Yeah.
components.
Now I understand.
Oh.
So that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
She has Dalton go to the back and sift through what they have in terms of basically vegetables and more or less cookable material. While she's doing that, though, Bone, did you want anything?
They already have a bunch of component pouches already.
Do they have any magical arrows by chance?
Oh, yes, actually. Make an insight really quick.
My insight is poop. God damn it. That's a 7.
While she's doing that, I want to walk over and take the rod back. Like, close the button, pick the rod back up.
As you do, Bone goes flying into honey.
Woof. Hi, honey. Sorry, friend.
He's licking your face and just drags you to the back behind the counter to see.
Oh,
Well, that happened. Quick question: do you have any green ink by any chance?
We have ink in every color, but to answer your question, we do have a variety of. Well, I have a variety of ranger type materials, so.
I'd like to browse your wares if you don't mind.
That's fine. She pulls out a small handbook, as well as, while you're behind the counter, she opens up a couple of the drawers. She is actually a very, prominent ranger. You don't know
nice.
from where, but you might have seen her before.
Oh, that was what the insight was for. Ha.
What she's got underneath is +3 arrows, crossbow bolts. She does have 2 interesting crossbows on the wall, and the sickle on her back. She does pull it out and place it on the table. This isn't normally for sale, but, you know, since you're inquiring about weapons, I might as well.
A sickle, interesting. I honestly haven't come across many sickles in my time.
Is it a sickle or a scythe?
I have,
I remember with one.
you have a party member with a sickle, dude.
You never use it.
This is true. You never use it.
Well, you know, great swords are a lot cooler. I'm thinking about selling it, so I am thinking about selling it. So
Is it a sickle or a scythe?
It's a sickle.
it's a sickle.
Okay. I mean, for the
This-
girl.
Yes, it is a sickle. To be specific, it's a moon sickle.
Oh.
Sounds tasty.
It's a silver-bladed sickle, glimmering softly with moonlight. While holding this magic weapon, you gain bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. You gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and the saving throw DCs of your druid and ranger spells. The bonus is determined by the weapon's rarity. In addition, you can use the sickle as a spellcasting focus for your druid and ranger spells. So this one, I had many an adventure with it. but since I opened up the shop, I never get to leave.
Could I also look at the crossbows?
Yes, you can. So they've got 2 crossbows here, one of which does look like it's been used quite a bit. Let me pull them up really quick. Sorry, you'll just have to give me just a second.
Take your time.
So the crossbows are, one of them is a light crossbow. It is +2, and you have a heavy crossbow of +1. The ammunition I mentioned was all +3'd. The other thing of mention is the heavy crossbow, although it does look like it might be a +1, it also seems to be inscribed with a V.
With a V. Can I do a perception on it?
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Oh wow, that was a nat 20 +4.
Shite. Okay. Oh. It is a vicious heavy crossbow.
What does that mean?
So
More
the
damage.
vicious crossbows are particularly good at doing critical hits.
They're
Ooh.
like a super critical.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know how like a paladin can like make his critical happen like a 18 instead of a 20?
Same
Think
notion.
of it like that. You can do like a crit on an 18 or a 17.
Paladins can't do that. That's champion fight.
Yes.
Champion
I
fighter,
like to play
paladin.
champion fighters, and yes, I can endorse that.
Wrong
And-
class, I guess.
When it's not a critical, it's just doing an extra 2d6 piercing damage on top of its regular 1d10. So,
Oh nice.
Vicious
Um,
daggers don't
I'm
do
pretty
that.
sure Vicious does +7 damage on a crit.
Yes, that's
Yes.
all mine does. I have
Vicious
a vicious
is-
dagger.
I love vicious, but, you know.
I
that's
don't
neither here nor
remember getting the weapon. I just know that I've always had it on my character sheet, but I never actually critted with it.
It's rather hard to use.
And like when I
especially-
do, I always forget to like add the +7 to it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Really?
after the tattoo, could Ishmael ask the shopkeeper, do you have any sort of magical staffs of sorts? Like, say, a staff of healing? I am a cleric, you know, and I do that kind of stuff for a living.
Stabs. I mean, me and Dalton are unfortunately not expertise in that. Have you talked to my father?
Yes, I did ask him for any sort of healing related material. He gave me this thingy. He pulls out like the vial of whatever. I'm pretty sure it helps. I mean, I haven't tested it yet, but I was just curious. If not, do you have diamonds here? Like diamonds that I can use for spells?
The second you say diamonds, Dalton pokes out his head from the wall. Did you say diamonds?
Yeah, yes, diamonds.
Diamonds.
Like this. Shows his ring because he's probably a noble and probably has a diamond ring.
He goes ahead and
Oh,
jumps
God.
up on top of the counter. Shiny.
Yep, shiny. Pulls his hand back.
He's not really thinking right now. He had been like leaning forward so much that he just fell off the desk.
Oh. Well, do you keep any? And can I buy them from you?
I'll trade you.
For my ring?
Yes.
Oh, but
Don't do it. We're gonna go
This-
to a jewel shop anyways.
yes, this was my mother's ring. I'm very sorry. I can't
Not
trade
even
it.
for a spell scroll.
No, what spell scroll?
He hesitated. Holy shit.
So
Be a wish scroll.
Dalton full on picks you up. Actually, let me, make a strength save.
Okay. Okay, I'm
Laz,
making a
did
strength
you-
save.
Did you check the message I sent you?
That's a
No.
19.
Okay, so he's not able to pick you up, but he's like, come. I have thing.
Okay, and he just squeezes his like whole hand around the finger with his ring on it and follows.
Deimos is gonna go with him to make sure he doesn't get fucked.
So was Bone?
Oh, I won't. I have self control. I think.
Was Bone able to buy the crossbow?
He's not too set for control.
I don't know. People are
Hi.
talking. So, did you want to buy the crossbow or the sickle or whatever you like? Really?
I just wanted to clarify for the vicious because I've never had dealt with that before. So when you roll a 20 on your attack roll, it does the extra damage. Does it have to be a nat 20 or can it be a dirty 20?
That would have to be. It's an 18 through 20 for a crit. It's basically lowering the crit threshold, if that makes sense.
So
Hey, did they-
plus 7 on the vicious weapon, it says that if you roll a 20, it doesn't really specify if it has has to be a nat 20.
It's just that
Yeah,
you
that
get a
was
20.
the question.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
would
it's the
assume...
homebrew that Les is doing too, because he's changing it up.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different.
Also, did they only have that in a crossbow? Because if that's the case, I might just want to buy them all of the
She's
same thing.
got the vicious heavy crossbow. She's got a +2 light crossbow, as well as the sickle.
Um, how much is the crossbow and how much is the sickle?
So the crossbow, I will put at 80. And the sickle, well, I've used it plenty, so selling used materials would be kind of ludicrous for full price. If you bought the crossbow, I would add it for another 40.
I'll do that. And I'll buy some ammunition for the crossbow as well.
And that would be 5 apiece.
5 apiece. I gotta start doing math. That's the hard part for me.
No problem.
How much gold do you have in general?
420. Get 'em.
Nice.
420. Well, it's 120. It's 120 for the weapons, and if you want to buy the arrows with the, I don't know how many arrows they have, but let's say they have 60 arrows. That's how much you could buy.
Okay. Let me pull up my calculator here. Because I also want to buy some regular arrows. So I want to buy both bolts and arrows. Well, do I need to buy arrows? Because I'm probably not going to use my regular bow. Because...
Also, were the tattoos just free?
We haven't paid for them yet.
No. No one's paid for them yet, so.
We just haven't
'Cause
gotten
I was
there
like,
yet.
damn, okay, I just got a free tattoo.
It's 50 to 70, depending on the tattoo.
What about the
mine
non-magical
yet.
tiny tattoos?
Sorry?
I was about to actually bring that up. So, Bema, actually, I have a question
Mm-hmm.
about our non-magical tattoos.
Mm.
Would there be any way to make them magical?
I mean, I could imbue them with some magic ink.
Okay.
The needles actually themselves turn into ink, so.
Okay, that's cool. First of all, just by any chance, so I'm a warlock and I'm incapable of learning a spell such as message, for example. Would I be able to perhaps would I be able to essentially, could we do a thing where, you know, we imbue our, like, mine and Ishmael's tattoos with message and we can cast it amongst each other?
Like a telepathy?
Kind of, yes.
I mean, I suppose that would be doable. Have to do with a little bit of extra gold. I could do telepathy. It's a type of spell rod, so yeah, it's doable.
Also, I'm kind of guessing that there was probably going to be no tattoos that would assist my healing abilities, so that's fine.
Again, spell rot tattoo. You can put in a healing ability and store it in the tattoo.
Wait, is it like a passive permanent ability or like a?
It's one charge of a spell of your choosing.
Any level or just levels he can cast?
1 through 5. It depends on how much you pay for.
How much would a 4th level cure wounds be?
Message is a cantrip too, so.
Messages
Re-
and cantrip.
Revivify is also something you could get.
But I would need a component, wouldn't I?
No, it's a stored spell and a tattoo. It's
Mhm.
already done.
It's technically a focus, so you don't.
All you need to do is just activate the tattoo and it happens. But the charge
Yeah,
is gone
So
afterwards.
a 4th level would be considered a rare tattoo. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That would be on the higher end of what you would pay for. So that would be 70.
Just
Okay.
saying, Revivify is 3rd level.
Yeah. If I
Realize
put
that-
in,
Okay, yeah. You could do that for a medium amount. I'd say 60.
yeah. So wait, does Revivify after I expend the charge, it's gone, or does it recharge on like a long rest?
So for normal spell rot tattoos, they do dissipate. For
Mhm.
mine specifically, they do refresh during day. You get
Okay.
one free cast, more or less.
Okay, so will I be able to do Revivify free cast without using diamonds?
Yes.
Mhm.
It's a-
Okay,
it's a
so like one
charge.
free
You just
cast.
have to embed the component into your tattoo.
So I could have a.
You need that
Can I put
anyways.
it? So I could have a. I mean, I have my ring with probably an expensive diamond in it, so I could probably embed the diamond in my tattoo.
Isn't that diamond really important to you?
Yes, but if it's part of me, then it's not technically going away.
That's a fair argument.
That's fair, yeah.
Yes, it means my mother will be part of me forever because her diamond is within me.
Also,
That's
can we have multiple tattoos?
Technically, no one ever asked that question, so I will happily tell you yes.
I
Okay.
mean,
There
If
is
that's
Landon
okay,
is
there
I want to
is-
know all the tattoos.
There is a limit though.
Can I
Um,
just get mine real quick? Because I have mine like sent to him.
Yes.
the limit on the amount of tattoos is dependent on technically how many points exist within. I think it's like your constitution. How many points you have in your constitution? So a maximum you can have is 20.
Yeah. Plus,
Well, I
also
have-
your
I have a
body
16
area.
in con, so
I'm just saying, like you
Um,
can get 20 tattoos. That's at least that's what all
The
my
limit.
jams did.
I mean, Landon is covered in just regular non-magical tattoos, like under his clothing.
I'm just
As
saying
long
for
as-
magical tattoos.
As long as you have space for it, I would say that it's fine. Simply because,
If they overlap,
your own
they
they overlap.
If they overlap,
thing
it
is-
fucks each other up.
I will also say you would be limited to one of each kind of tattoo.
Okay, that makes sense.
The
That's
other,
fair.
The other
So-
thing is, if you're not used to using magical tattoos, it takes a lot out of you if you just keep casting and using them.
Which is why it's limited to once a day for the spell rot, and the other ones, they usually have some kind of time limit to go along.
So,
wait.
like,
So
for
the dark
example-
vision and the advantage on stealth rolls, is that like a casting thing or just passive?
So that is a passive. That's also why it's the rarest of the tattoos she's offering you.
That's fine. I'm willing to pay for the full price for that.
So, like, for example, if you used like 5 tattoos, you could become exhausted because you're exerting your stamina versus your magic.
So, now then, before I forget,
DMs to DMs.
But seriously, can you like give us all the tattoo options? Because now Deimos is
yes, this is what I was trying to get to. So, starting from the bottom, we've got I've already mentioned the Shadowfell brand, the Spell Rot, the Barrier, and the Coiling Grasp, right? So, Coiling Grasp would be basically summoning tentacles. When you do actually use it on a strike, the creature that you strike has to make a DC strength save. or they take 3d6 force damage and are grappled.
DC with what? With your strength, or
Yes.
The tattoo itself has a DC to go with it.
okay?
The
I was
other
gonna
things
ask.
I have would be the Illuminator's tattoo, which is while this tattoo is on your skin, you can write with your fingertip as if it was an ink pen.
Ooh.
As an action, you can touch a piece of paper up to 1 page in length and speak creature's name. The writing becomes invisible to everyone other than you and the named creature for 24 hours.
So it's basically like finger stylus, but legit.
Yes. And
Ooh.
secret message inscribing for you and someone else. So, there is also the Eldritch Claw, which is a different. It's basically a type of spell. So it's the needle turns into ink, becomes a tattoo. Once the tattoo is there, you can cast its spell requiring. Oh wait, no, wrong one. Here we go. Magical strikes. While the tattoo is on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. And Eldritch Maul, as a bonus action, you can empower the tattoo for 1 minute. For the duration, each of your melee attacks with a weapon or unarmed strike can actually reach up to 15 feet from you, as inky tendrils launch towards their target.
I love it. I love it.
And that does an extra 1d6 on top of the magical strikes.
Is that a passive thing or is it a cast thing?
It seems like
magical
cast.
strikes is a passive. The Eldritch Maul lasts for a minute and is a cast. Once it's been used this way, you can't use it again until next dawn.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till everyone's paid for their shit before I ask anymore.
Are there any other tattoos, or is that it?
Those are the majority, unless you have a custom request like Landon had made.
And me.
And Sapphire, yes. Aside from that,
So she was able to do that, though, right?
yes.
Okay, cool.
You would have to pay 60 though.
For the messaging for both Landon and I.
Yes.
So
And-
for mine, real quick, what did it give me?
So, what do you mean exactly?
Because I sent you the message and I specified what I wanted, but it was like 2 options, and I was just gonna let you pick which one.
Well, 1 second. Okay.
My daggers only do 1d4, and I kind of want to buff that a little bit. And my wisdom is also pretty crappy.
I would give it to you on wisdom.
Okay.
Because of one thing in particular, you're constantly having to make wisdom saves. So
That is true. That is true. I'm not
Yeah,
buffing my
make-
wisdom for that though. I'm just buffing my. I just
In general,
realized technically, I don't need to buff my wisdom because I don't use my wisdom as a spell casting ability. I use intelligence.
One last thing before I forget. Someone else asked if there was any further tattoos, right?
Yeah.
I do.
So there are 3 tattoos that aren't listed because the majority of clients do not go after them. They're a bit too much. There is, for 100 gold apiece, the Absorbing Tattoo, the Ghost Step Tattoo, and the Lifewell Tattoo.
What does those do?
So, the Absorbing Tattoo is damage resistance. While the tattoo is on your skin, you have resistance to a type of damage associated with that color, as shown on the table. DM chooses the color. The damage absorption, when you take damage of the chosen type, you can use your reaction to gain immunity against that instance of the damage, and you regain a number of hit points equal to half the damage you would have taken. Once this reaction is used, it can't be used again until dawn.
Okay,
It
what do we have
includes the Ghost Step Tattoo, Ghostly Form, has 3 charges. It regains all expended charges at dawn. As a bonus action, while the tattoo is on your skin, you can expend 1 of the tattoo's charges to become incorporeal until the end of your next turn. For the duration, you gain the following benefits. You get resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. You can't be grappled or restrained. And you can move through creatures and solid objects as if they were difficult terrain. If you end your turn in a solid object, you have 1d10 force damage. And are shunted to the nearest space.
This is all very cool.
What is the life well?
And that's the last one. So for this one, you get necrotic resistance and life ward. When you would be reduced to 0 hit points, you drop to 1 instead. Once used, it can't be used again until next dawn.
That might be useful for me because I'm starting to think that I'm doing like an ultra survivability cleric thing here with like my automatic revivifies and this thing that helps me heal myself better.
So, those are your last 3 options. And she will do these, but 2 things need to happen. 1, they cost extra. 2, you're going to have to give her a little time to actually, work up the materials, because these ones aren't commonly done. So you'd have to come back just a little bit later.
Like after the festival?
Yeah, that'd work.
Okay, so just to confirm, the defensive one, is that just a passive thing where you will just have blank plus dex base AC?
With the tattoo you ordered?
Yeah. Or is that something you have to activate?
That would... for the barrier tattoo.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Just passive?
Yes.
Okay. And would there be a tattoo to grant, like...
The barrier tattoo, to be clear, the barrier tattoo activates when you aren't wearing armor.
Yeah, it's basically passive. Yeah, I get it.
It's natural armor.
So. Yeah. And then the second question is, would there be a tattoo that I can get, like, proficiency in, saving throws?
Proficiency in saving throws. That would be, there doesn't seem to be one available, but I could...
Because there is a feat for that.
Has everyone paid for their shit?
I paid for mine.
I'm going to pay for my Revivify tattoo.
Are you going to get the life well tattoo?
How much is that?
That is 100.
How big is it?
That would be basically the center of your back.
That I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. But
Ishmael, if you want to, I'll pay for your messaging tattoos. Was my idea.
Yeah, I was gonna pay. Well, could I just pay for the Spell Rot Revivify tattoo? I'll put it on the back of my other hand.
Okay. So you're getting Spell Rot and Revivify.
Yeah. Spell Rotten, and I'm going to use my mother's diamond. Does that mean it gets put directly into my hand, or
Yes.
it gets grained into dust and spread on the tattoo?
Both. They'll be stitched into your skin.
Like when people
Okay.
get tattoos with the ashes of their loved ones and shit.
Yeah. Oh, so like that. Well, his diamond is the only thing he has left of his mother, so
this will work.
like,
I
so
would
this
assume
works.
the tattoo would shimmer because it's diamond.
Are you going to
Yeah.
go ahead and go with the life well tattoo too, or no? We'll leave that up to you.
How big is it in the center of your back?
So that would be both of your shoulders and down to the middle of your back.
That's fucking rad.
That is pretty rad. Also, he's wearing his coat most of the time. So, yeah, I'd say so because I think it looks cool because he has 2 on his hands and then 1 on his back. So, yeah.
By the way, the more expensive the tattoo, the bigger it is. So I will let you know that too. So.
Yeah.
So, I wish to make a custom tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the custom tattoo I'd be looking for would be... So, you know how heat metal, when it goes off, heats up the metal to an orange?
Mm-hmm.
And burns anything that comes in contact with it?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have a rechargeable defensive tattoo that when I drop below say half health, my body exudes like a heat metal kind of thing going on, where if someone does a melee strike against me, or they would take fire damage or something.
That sounds like Hellish Rebuke.
Just like a 1d4 of fire damage or 1d6 of fire damage.
He chuckles a little bit. You realize I could do that with a spell rod tattoo, right?
It sounds a lot like Hellish Rebuke.
Yes,
It sounds like
however-
100% like Hellish Rebuke.
However,
Yeah, kinda.
I would want it to be my whole body without actually burning me, since heat metal would burn me. That's peak, because that's the big thing. 'Cause heat metal would burn me, so would hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah,
it
Hellish
burning
Rebuke would
me
do
as a
2d10
defense.
fire damage to whoever hit you. So it's not bad.
It's not.
They make a dex save, but I mean they take damage either way. So
And it would be the standard Hellish Rebuke in that case. You can't cast it at a higher level, obviously.
No, it's just to be like below half health or something.
Oh, yeah. That's actually very feasible. She'll go ahead and actually put a little bit of her flavor into it too. When you do manage to drop below half health, you are engulfed in green fire.
Wow.
So let me see.
And that'll last for 2 turns.
okay, I think I figured out what I
How much
want.
damage do they take when they strike me?
2d10. If they strike you or end turn next to you.
And it recharges?
Yep, at the end of the day. Now then.
So did you figure out what you're doing with mine?
So your one, I'm giving you the plus in wisdom, that's no problem. I'm choosing the upper design, reaching up onto your neck, down to the middle of your back. What else? What else?
Is it just gonna be the same, like the side of the shoulders and then going up the neck a little bit down to the back?
Yep.
Okay. Same
Would
color?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice and green. Would you like anything else along with it? Because this is not technically one of the tattoos being offered. It's pretty much a little bit of a custom tattoo.
Honestly? What would you recommend?
Really? I think a ghost step might be useful for... You look like a rogue, right?
I am a rogue, but I'm also a wizard.
Yeah, I would say a ghost step might be very useful for you.
Sure.
So, she's gonna alter a ghost step tattoo into what you wanted. Increase wisdom score by 1. And you have... I'll send you ghost step in general.
Okay.
You have charges of being able to use ghostly form, basically. Move through enemies and objects.
It's like gaseous form.
Okay.
Yes, except gaseous form can't go through things.
It's kind of like the what phantom rogues can do, basically. When they get to a level, they can
Yeah,
break
that's-
through shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when I heard that. Not gonna lie.
My first plan was to be a phantom rogue, but they don't really get much shit until they get that specific level.
Yeah, that's at level 13. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Too much.
Oh, there is one tattoo I forgot to mention to you. That would be the Masquerade
Yes?
tattoo.
Yes.
It's got 2 abilities to it, which are Fluid Ink and Disguise Self. Disguise Self, as an action, you can use Disguise Self, DC 13 to discern its disguise, etc. Pretty standard. But Fluid Ink is you can shape the tattoo into any color or pattern and move it to any area of your skin. Whatever form it takes, it is still obviously a tattoo. It can change in size from no smaller than a copper piece to as large as a very large back tattoo.
I'm good.
How much is my tattoo costing me?
Same for
Because
mine.
that one is, yes, it's going to be 100.
100 for me?
So I'm paying for both my messaging tattoo and Landon's. That would be 120 total, right?
You are Landon.
Yes.
I mean
You're paying for-
Ishmael.
And I'm
Ishmael, that's what I meant.
paying 100 for the So Well tattoo, and how much for the Revivify?
That would be a spell rot, and that would be 60.
60.
How much
Okay,
for
so
mine?
160 gold.
Your one was 100 flat.
Mine was 100.
And mine was 60, correct?
What was yours? Remind me again. Yours was a custom version of spell rot, right?
Mhm.
That would be that would be a 60.
Okay, I removed it. 60 gold. Just gonna slap pouch on the counter and wait.
Okay. And Bone is buying a handful of ranger materials. Did you want anything else? Did you want any tattoos?
Well, I have something else after everyone's done, but
Hey, Bone.
No, I'm okay. I just got the 20 crossbow bolts, the vicious crossbow, and the sickle, which whenever you have a chance, it doesn't need to be in a session. If you could write it up for me, I
You
can
do
add it.
have 200 gold left after that. I was doing your gold math. So you can buy a few tattoos if you want.
It would be useful. They're a little bit of like extra abilities, so if you really want to.
I mean, there's more shops if you wanted.
Yeah,
to,
there's
you
still
can
more
always
shops.
Go back.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
all-
saving my money up a little bit right now.
You know,
Um,
if you
question.
change your mind, but anyone who ordered 100 gold tattoo, again, give it a little time. As long as you remember what the tattoo was, she will happily etch it into you as soon as the festival is over.
So,
I
question.
will send mine in the D&D chat.
Yes.
So I'm
Um,
guessing I have.
Okay.
I'm guessing I have the Revivify now and the messaging now, but then the So Well later.
The life well, yeah.
Like well, So Well, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Question.
I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
How much it was the shadow tattoo I had?
Shadow tattoo was that was a 70.
Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna just take 70 off my list. And how much would it be for the 15 base armor tattoo?
That one was rather low. That was a 60.
That was what?
That was a 60.
That one is 60.
Mhm.
Okay. And then how much would it be for the claw one?
The Eldritch Claw?
Yes.
That one was, I believe, a 50.
I can afford all of them. Okay. Would there be an option for the resistances, like proficiencies to saving
Hold on.
throws?
Actually, I think that one was a 60. Let me hold on. Eldritch. Yeah, Eldritch was a 60. So the Claw one's a 60.
So the other two would be 60 each.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it would mean I don't need armor. And
I have a question real quick.
I do extra damage.
Before we get to 11, because it's like 10:59 already.
Mhm.
Can I just run outside and do some rogue shit? I can silently make my rolls. I just want to pickpocket and make my money back. I haven't done a mini rogue shit like ever, so
Okay, that's fine with me. So Sapphire dips and tries to go pickpocket someone.
All right. I'm definitely gonna try to get those two tattoos though.
so
That's
I
fine with
wanna walk up to the girl behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, milady, your father said you're quite the trickster. And I do have a question for you, since you are quite the trickster.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to have a specific wondrous item?
Meaning?
The deck of many
Stop.
things, my dear.
oh my god.
No. Oh my
We've
god.
already been over this.
We do not want
It
that
is
deck of
the
cards
DM's
anywhere
choice.
near
it's,
us.
It's the DM's choice
If-
to make. Shush.
You know what?
Don't
If
I don't fiddle with those.
you know what, if you even if you did, I don't recommend selling it to him because I don't trust him with one of them.
Ludwig, please do not shush people. That's kind of rude.
In any case, I do not have the deck of many things. This one does, Dalton, but He uses it for all sorts of unsavoring business. She looks down and just looks very exasperated. He gives you a very evil, sly smile.
Let him pull a card out of it. I'll give you 50 gold.
You're not here, so you don't know what's going on.
Oh, I just came back. My rolls. So I tried to steal from 5 people.
Okay.
6 actually. I failed one because I rolled a natural 20. Not a natural 20, a natural 1. What the fuck?
Which means you got
But-
caught.
Basically, it was like my very last one, but I got a 31, 26, 23, 15, and a 31.
I will say, along with getting caught, you got the authorities pulled on you, though.
Oh, motherfucker. Should have kept my mouth shut. But did I make any money?
Yes, you made 60.
That's it? Out of 6? Out of 5 people?
They're just regular peeps.
In a festival?
Well, madam, since you don't have
120.
the deck, I
That's
would
right.
like to ask you for another
How much?
question.
120 worth of
120.
people. You were saying?
Would you happen to have a particular magical item called the flask?
The flask?
Yes.
I've got a lot of flasks.
I think it's called the iron flask or something.
The iron flask? Would she have an iron flask? Let me see.
A
Yeah,
bottomless
it's a
flask
wondrous
would be
item.
nice.
Iron flask. Can summon things.
Yes. I mean, guess my last trip might have actually given me something similar. She pulls it out and sets it on the table. I've never opened it. Although, when I go ahead and do this, she flicks it. It makes sounds of something rather angry. He sounds like he's having a good time, doesn't he?
Yes, for I do.
What?
Essentially, the iron flask is when I roll a D100, it summons an enemy.
Actually, this is a very specific iron flask. It has come from a very specific place. It already has a very specific something in it, which she is not telling you what it is.
Ooh, nice. You should buy it.
Oh, so you don't want the deck of many things, but you'll allow me to buy the iron flask.
Yes.
Oh, if you buy whatever the fuck animal you have, you get on the thing, I don't give a fuck. I also wouldn't give a fuck if you pulled a donjon. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
but it wouldn't be
want
good
to
if
try
you
to
did so.
persuade with the Kenku to get the deck.
He's gonna tell you no.
You're trying to persuade a rogue. That's not gonna happen.
Alas, do you have any specific armors that are magical?
That would be a specialty of the armor store.
I see.
They might have something more of your taste in that case.
And
Alas.
This is 11 o'clock.
Oh, can I do one last thing before
we
we go?
ending the session?
Mhm.